football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Two times. We got four. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike 2. Check. Choose the mic.
Looking to throw. Chandler. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, 4 down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Mike 2. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
At the 47-yard line. Let's go. Get the plan. Strong left. Even. 4 down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. That's going to be a long day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Lead grip.
On first down, Riggs, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Riggs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1 brings up
To throw on 3rd down, Chandler. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check, ready. Command read. 56. Check, 56. 81. Hey. Check, check.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Room here to run. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd down now, McClendon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the runs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They run the toss with Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Back to throw Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Set, ready, 18 Gator, cross 2, bring it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Chandler, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing again. Dobbs completes it to Dixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, Downs to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. And 58 is a Mike.
To throw again. Dobbs. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Silver. Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun, here's Downs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
58 for Mike, 58. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
To throw on second down. Chandler looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Chandler. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To try again after the sack. Dobbs. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Throwing on third and long. Dobbs. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, McClendon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. On first and 10, Chandler. He's got his man Cruz. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a loss of 2.
Looking to throw on second down. Chandler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
We got 3. 6. General West. Choose the mic. You must be dreaming. Mic 2. Watch 2. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Chandler. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Falcons' 33-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. I got him. 58, boys. 58.
On third down, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the Year.
And it's 3 and out.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, dude.
Check. Watch out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Get him, get him, get him.
Let go.
On 2nd down now, Riggs. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Greystone travel. Snap.
Back to throw. Chandler. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Ready, set.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Let's go, D. Choose the hot.
On 4th down, Chandler. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, McClendon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be for.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation and figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready to break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, And sometimes that note's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Man, I got you. 56 is the mic.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Chandler going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And Dixon has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Chandler. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Chandler completes it to Dixon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that
one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I'd kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs. It's hauled in by Wilson. 6'4" tight end. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Go, go.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Chandler. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Switch. Check it out, read. Back. Under 66. Pull it.
Again, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to